Hello there. I am Eva Simone with Embodiment is Everything. I am your instructor for our webinar today, and it is called Creating a Life with Personal Power and True Potency Today. I'm so excited that you're here. I have so much to tell you because I want you in the energy of an embodied life. And when you're in the energy of an embodied life, it is not just an average life. There is potency behind it. There is creation behind it. There's action behind it. And you can feel like it is your truth. I don't know what got you here today, but whatever it is, some of you are really sure about where you're going and just need a little tweaking. And maybe some of you have no idea where you're going. But I am here to get you back on track. I'm not always understood about creating a life exactly how I wanted it. I was on a path of letting life happen by chance. And that is wasted energy. And I want to help you to walk across that bridge to where you're going by holding a different type of energy. There are three things that are important for you to understand: your mindset, your energy, and your emotions. And when you get those three really clear and in the direction of where you're going, you are now creating the life of your dreams. Let me repeat that again. If you get your mindset, your energy, and your emotions all crystal clear about what you want, and you align that to where you're going, you are now creating the life of your dreams. For so many years, I had no idea about that. I came from a very small town. I lived in bigger cities at some point, kind of thrown into, the life of trying to fit in and do my best. But I didn't have the awareness that is needed to create a life with potency. Today, we're going to talk about potency, because if you have potent energy around what you want, you can check those boxes off, every one of them, because they are moving in the direction. Everything is moving in the straight line. Your trajectory is on point. But what does it look like if it's not on point? So let's talk about that. We're going to do something today that I learned called the quantum flip. We're going to flip the emotions. We're going to flip the energy. We're going to flip our mindset. Because with us having two sides of our brain, one side being supportive of what we want, and the other side, maybe not so much. We're going to put our energy on the side that is supportive, that side that we can lean into and move towards, and we are going to calm that side that isn't supportive. And I don't want you to think of it in a terrible way, because that side keeps us safe. But sometimes it's keeping us too safe and it's too activated. And when it's too activated, we're working from a place of survival, of fear, of stress, of confusion, of doubt, and we can't really hold what we want. As soon as something comes forth towards us, we immediately sabotage it from that old program. We're today going to recognize when we're in old programs. Because when we're holding that potent, I call it the 5-star energy, we're holding that potent energy for what we were wanting, we got to be in it in body, mind, and spirit. If you are moving forward and you're saying, oh, I want to buy real estate, but your inner critic is saying, seriously, you're going to buy real estate? You don't even like to do X, Y, or Z. We're going to come up with strategies right now in this webinar to recognize when we are not aligned and when we are about to be hijacked with our own thoughts. So again, welcome. I want you to get pen and paper out so you can take a couple of notes. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you are ready to create a life that you really want. To me, I get so frustrated when I know my clients and potential clients are meant for more, but they have not removed or opened up space for something different. Let me tell you about myself, because we're still talking about that quantum flip. What the other side of that coin used to look like before I started to understand energy, emotions, and mindset. I would be excited, but when I would go to my own little, spot, cubby home, I would feel like, is this all there is? Are these all the thoughts that I can have? Is this all that I'm going to create in my life? And for many years, I was battling that. And it did not feel good. It felt like life was hard. And I would avoid dealing with the feelings and just kind of moving myself ahead. And I just felt like life was just dull, until one day I challenged my thoughts. Friend, it was the most difficult, exciting, magical time of my life. Difficult because when you are holding old programs, and majority of us are, even where I'm speaking from now, there's another next level. So recognize that there's always the next level of where you're going. When I was holding old programs and trying to shift that brain that has been with us for millions of years, that's protected us from the saber-toothed tigers. We don't have saber-toothed tigers now, but it's still acting the same way. It's that, some people call it the reptilian brain. Some people call it the monkey mind. Some people refer to it as the overactive amygdala. But it is that inner critic that is always trying to keep us safe. When you grow up in situations where it is not as positive as you want it to be, you have now embodied an energy of not as positive as you want. So if you don't take the time to intentionally change how your brain has been programmed, meaning create and rewire new neural pathways in the brain and make them strong enough to hold a new thought process, it is a continuation of the old all the time. You try to move forward with something exciting, and that not so positive side takes over. Anybody can recognize when that happens? Anybody can recognize when they feel like that they're just out of sorts and they're just not sure if they can connect. They can almost see that life that they want, but it just does not, they don't make the connection. It's because the neural pathways are not strong enough in the brain. So how do you change that? You have to be many steps ahead of that old programming. That old programming is set in stone. You gotta just work at it. And that's the exciting part, that you can reprogram yourself exactly how you want. When I used to have those moments where it was not so positive and I would get triggered because my life wasn't going the way that I wanted, I didn't realize that triggers were a gift. So, friend, when was the last time you were triggered? Did you allow that old brain to come in and fight, flight, or freeze? Or did you take that moment and say, let me self-reflect? What's really going on here? What is in my mindset? What have I adopted as the feeling, my default feeling? What energy am I saying yes to? Let's just stop the press right now. Because if you got that, you can leave the webinar, because that is potent. the potency of reflecting and understanding that you get to change something, because the brain, there's something that's called neuroplasticity. And that means that there is some plasticity there that you can shift and make changes in your own way of being in the brain. To me, when I learned that, I was like, yes. Now, granted, I have 2 degrees, one in psychology and one in industrial and organizational psychology. And those things help, and they're helping you now. But when you apply energetics, and that is recognizing what energy is backing everything that you do, and you combine that with the right elevated emotion and the right elevated mindset. Now that is a triple potent recipe for your life. All you have to do is hold that vibration and be super excited, and making sure that you're paying attention to those three things, and everything can change. That was golden for me, because when I recognized that I had more control and you have more control than you think, if you just recognize what energies are coming through and then take a different route and go a different direction with an elevated emotion and back it with the right mindset, friend, you just struck gold. I'm already excited for you. You just struck gold. So what was my practice like once I figured that out? Well, I paid attention to how I was feeling around what I thought was possible. So, friend, what do you think is possible for you? Let's stop right now and hold sacred space for something new for you. I like to call it holding it in a container. And a container has sides, it's protected. Sometimes it has a lid on it, but it is protected. And imagine the thing that you want. Let's just say it's a relationship, and you don't want anybody's negativity on top of it. You don't even want your less than positive energy on it. You just want to contain it and come and see it and talk to it and feel into it, so that as it grows within you and you can hold it, you start to shift and change and make new neural pathways in your brain. You don't have to keep that old way of being. You don't have to expect life to be how it used to be. Just 1 degree of shifting can totally change where you're going. And that is what I had to understand. And that is what I help my clients understand, that we all have moments where it's less than positive. And those less than positive thoughts are penetrating and really like contaminating what we want for ourselves. So you have to clean it. That's why it's important in the beginning to put that thing in a container so not even you can destroy it. And once you hold it and you realize that, oh, now this is real, because I can tell within my own thinking that I have developed, this thought is now penetrated in my thoughts and in my heart. Let's think about that. We have things in our thoughts that are deep, but are they what we want? Are they really what we want? And what I mean by that is, when we are in the company of the relationship that we want, what is the inner critic saying? Is the inner critic being kind to you? Is the inner critic making you be unkind to the person that you want in your life? When you start to be aware, and awareness is key when you are doing the quantum flip. The quantum flip is going from where you are and you're totally flipping, where it's so different from what you are familiar with. Even you have to give yourself a notice. So when you are going through the quantum flip and you recognize that, oh, awareness is a part of the quantum flip. If I want my life to be exactly how I want, because those thoughts are sneaky. They are constantly reminding you you're not good enough. They're reminding you, who do you think you are? They're reminding you of all of the things that you're either trying to work through or get away from. But here's what I want you to understand. Don't get away from anything. Process it. Do some self-reflecting on it. Realize the value that those old things are trying to give you. That's a gift. And I like to say it's golden. It's golden because you have now processed what has happened. So that can help you with the potency of holding something new. The issue is we don't go there because that is now taking ourselves on. And self-mastery and awareness and belief, potency, those are all part of the quantum flip. And the reason why I call it quantum flip, you are making such a move forward, a leap forward when you're in this potent energy, when you are powerful and you are in your personal energy, because you are the queen of your ship. Every day, everything you're wanting is right there. But I ask you to allow it to come in, but allow it better than you ever imagined. When you start holding the potency of what you want and cleaning up your mindset, what are you saying, my friend? Your energy? Are you really enjoying your life? Your emotions? What's going on? What's the default thing? I had to learn how to raise my vibration. The quickest way for me to raise my vibration is when I'm laughing or I'm dancing. And also, if you have a partner, you can raise your vibration with your partner. But when I get into that energy, the highest energy, like a child, that is potent energy. That is when you should be thinking about your life, that next level life, in those moments when you're in that potent manifesting energy, because that is the energy that you manifest the most beautiful experiences. But I ask you to say this to the universe as you are going through your quantum flip. I want you to vibrate so high when you are in those moments and you say this: universe, give me better than I can ever imagine. Show me what is trying to come through me. Let the universe know that you will do your part. You will do your part by keeping your mind clear. You will do your part by recognizing when your emotions are not working for you and they're countering anything juicy and fun and magnificent that is yours. Recognize when that's countering it. Recognize what energy you're holding. We'd love to say, oh my gosh, I can read a room, I can feel the energy. If you can feel the energy, what's happening within you? Why can't you feel your own energy? Why can't you recognize what's happening? When I started to realize that I had control, that I could shift my state. Right now, if you're slouching in the chair, that's a state. That's an energetic state. Hold up. Hold yourself up. Really engage. Be present. Be present for your life. It's exciting when you're present for your life. Don't sit on the sideline looking at someone else's life and silently struggling because you desperately want something different. Get something different in this moment right now by deciding. That's what I had to do. I decided I was tired of struggle, chaos, dysfunction, just feeling lost. So I made a decision, but then I backed that decision with energy and I gave it potency. I showed up because I had thought through what it was to be me, to step into the energy of me, and to raise that energy of me all the time. See, here's what you cannot do, my friend. You cannot raise the energy today and think that's it. The universe is always expanding, and so should you be expanding. I'm expanding all the time. I'm expanding in what I believe is possible for me. I'm expanding in what I think is beautiful for my body, what I think is beautiful for my life. I'm expanding because I'm always excited of what's to come, because I'm asking, universe, show me the best that's possible for me. but I am doing the work. I'm constantly wiring and rewiring neurons in my brain and neural pathways that I can open myself up to a different possibility. Now, granted, as I said before, I have degrees in psychology, but if you don't apply and combine that energy and the embodiment of it, it's just an idea. You got to add the action, and then you add some faith to what you want. And you keep moving yourself forward, leaning in, being excited about what's coming your way. In the morning around 4 a.m., I'm always preparing, between 1 and 4. I'm preparing myself for the next version of myself. If I wake up through the night and I'm still a little bit, groggy, it's a prime time for rewiring the brain because you don't have all of the nonsense going on. And you can be light energetically, because when we're heavy energetically, that's that low vibrating, heavy duty stuck matter, low vibrating energies, fear, doubt, self-sabotage, confusion, frustration, those low things, it doesn't happen as quickly between 1 and 4 a.m. So take some time and prime yourself for something different. Again, I'm so happy that you came here. I want you to recognize when you are sabotaging what is yours. I was so happy when I recognized, I was like, oh, you're sabotaging yourself, Eva. Don't do that. Don't do that. Enjoy your life. Create, expand, go new places, do new things, expect beautiful things to happen. And they did. But it did not come without a little bit of a fight. The more you really embody self-mastery, and that is knowing that you're the most important person to work on. Not your husband, not your partner, not you help your children, but they still have responsibilities for themselves too. Not your coworker, you. When you take yourself on and you add potent energy behind it, you start to win, my friend. And then you add the feminine essence of a woman. Please, girl, I'm excited for you already. I'm going to show you really quickly what I do to raise my energy up. I first look at what I want, and then I hold the energy in my heart. What does it feel like? It feels good. I think about recognizing that it's mine. I start to feel it being mine because it fits the desire, the nudges that I get that is specifically for that internal Eva, that she knows who she is because she's taken her time to figure it out. So I'm asking you to figure yourself out. But the first thing you have to do with the quantum flip is to come back to the wholeness of you. And that is getting everybody out of your head. Goodbye, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. And then what you do from there is you get grounded and you allow yourself to really feel the earth, Mother Earth. She's there for you to hold you, to keep you safe, to keep you fulfilled. But when you've had other people's energy in your body, it shows up as distortions and you're not whole. And we want you whole. We want you a limitless woman, and we want you really creating a life that is with the most potent energy that's possible. But you also need to allow new energy to flow through you. We call that cosmic energy. We allow it to flow through us and clean and clear out everything. Because when you are crystal clear and whole and understanding what you want, because you're taking the time to hear your own inner thoughts. Because when you start to clear yourself and you come into wholeness, you are now raising your vibration to the highest creation that is for you. And I'm super excited already about that. Hold it, feel it, and then really amp yourself up. Turn it up the feelings in your bodies of what you want. How does it feel? Does it feel so good? Really hold that there and then turn it down. And calm. Breathe in. Let this just feel into that. Now turn it up again. Turn it up. Feel into that. It feels so good to have what you want just in your body, and you start to bring it closer so that you can manifest. We don't manifest when we're not whole. We manifest other stuff, the stuff that we don't want. So you're manifesting something, but it's not what you want. You want potent manifestations. And then we calm it down. And what we've just done is clear our energy field from distortions. And when you have distortions, you're not organized in your mind, your heart, your soul, and your body. And that's what we want to correct. So ladies, hold potent energy. Be selfish. Hold it. Be whole. Hold it. And expect beautiful things. Starting on August 12th, our course, Limitless Woman VIPU, is starting. We are launching it. I've worked with doctors and dentists and professionals and everyday people like you and I am changing how women see themselves. I invite you to join us on August 12th. Join us at the course. It is going to be self-study and it is beautiful. We're going to take this to the next level. This is a beautiful, beautiful spot, but there's more for you and we go deeper. I can't wait to see you there. Much love to you on your journey. Share this with family and friends. And I love when a woman steps into her own way of being and being herself. Until the next time, much love to you and be well. Bye.